you. In case you are new here, karibu sana, and in case you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So guys, today is on a Sunday. Happy Sunday, and I want to show you how to make potatoes for breakfast. Okay, so this is a breakfast recipe, but don't be limited. You can do it for lunch, you can do it as a snack, you can do it for dinner, however you want it, but mostly it's good for breakfast. So if you have not subscribed, first of all, hit that subscribe button and do what? Join this family. Yes. And also don't forget to press the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be among the first people to be notified that a video is up. Okay. And yeah, so let me show you the ingredients of today. It's going to be a very simple and quick recipe. It's not going to take so much of your time. So be sure to try these recipes. And don't forget to tag me on Instagram at @tomboy_mercy. And I'll be sure to repost your post. And I'll be happy that you guys are consuming my content. Okay. Yeah. So without further ado, let me show you the ingredients of today. Okay. So on my chop board, I'm having beef sausages. These are 10 sausages. And then I also have 1 red bell pepper. I have 2 red onions, medium size. I have this chicken bouillon Maggi cube, or it's just this cube. I hope you know how it's called. Okay, and then I'm also going to be using some paprika, and then I'm also going to be using some salt. This is where I store my salt. And last but not least, the star of the show, my potatoes. So what I've done, I've just first of all started by what do I call it? I have started by peeling my potatoes and just chopping them into these small cubes. Yeah, this is how you want them to look. And I'm chopping them small because we are not going to be really boiling them. I want to shallow fry them and I want them to cook faster, but I'm going to blanch them. So yeah, I will show you how I do that. And the essence of cutting them in this small cube is to make them cook quickly, okay, to avoid them being mushy, because you don't want them to be mushy. So this is how your potatoes need to look. So yeah, right straight to the cooker. I show you what to do. Okay, so I have my water on the gas, and what I want us to do, I want this water to boil. And as it boils, I'm going to put in some salt because I want to blanch my potatoes in salty water. And yeah, so let me put this water to boil, and then I will let you know when I'm coming to put my potatoes. Okay, so my water is already boiling, and I want to explain to you what blanching is before I just do it, because I've been saying blanching, and maybe somebody there doesn't know what blanching means. Blanching means like, you can blanch. First of all, you can blanch several things. You can blanch your potatoes, you can blanch your veggies. So it's just cooking stuff or something in hot boiling water for very few minutes, for it not to cook, like cook literally that you can eat it, but to soften it so that maybe you can do a different thing to it. So now, for example, if I want to blanch my potatoes, I'm going to put them in boiling water for say 5 minutes max. 5 minutes for them not to cook and mash or cook that I can eat them, but to soften, like fork soft, like I can put something through, but they are not edible, so that I can now maybe deep fry them. Are you getting? So that's what I'm saying. Blanch. You can blanch your veggies so that you can stir fry them, right? So the act of putting veggies or food in hot boiling water for very few minutes to like cook them a little bit, but not really cook them, is what we call blanching. I hope you understand. Yeah. All right. So let's put our potatoes in the boiling water. 5 minutes max. Don't do it past 5 minutes. We don't want them to mash. So that way. Oops, I lost it. Okay, so I already put salt in my water. I'm not going to add any more salt. I'm going to cover this and then check my timer. And after 5 minutes, tutakuja kuzitoa kwa maji. Right? So let's cover. Okay, so 5 minutes are done, and this is how the potatoes are looking. You see, they're half cooked. They're not cooked. You cannot eat this. But you're going to do a taste with a fork so that you can see how they need to be. Okay? 5 minutes. Don't exceed 5 minutes. Otherwise, they will cook and you don't want them to cook. Let me first of all pick a fork and show you. So before I show you the potatoes, I've decided to boil my sausages first. So I want to boil them before I deep fry them, so that now I can now go into the potatoes and show you and prepare the rest of the ingredients. So we cut them and boil them. I discovered boiling sausages makes it easier when you are cooking, and if you have babies, it's it's good because the sausage really cooks inside. So the only thing that is left to do is to like shallow fry it. So when you want to shallow fry your sausages, it's best that you boil, and it's also healthier. So we put them in the water. This is my water. It's healthier to boil than to deep fry. So you can boil and shallow fry. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do next. Oops, my kapot is small. There we go. Then cover it. Now, on the potatoes, I want us to see how the potatoes are. They need to be fork cooked, like the fork can go through. So let me try one. You see, this fork can go through, but they are half hooked. I cannot eat this. Okay, so that's how they need to be. So that now we can now shallow fry them in the next step. Next, I want to prepare my bell pepper. I'm going to be using the red one. Oops. And I don't want a lot of it, so I'm just going to use maybe half. I don't use a lot. If you have other pepper, bell pepper colors, you can use them if you want. But me, I only want this red one. So that's what I'm going to do. We are going to cut it in slices like this. Like slices like this. Very thin ones so that they can be easy to cook. I hope you can see. Like that. You need a very sharp knife to do this. So make sure that your knife is sharp. So that's what I'm having. Those are my peppers. Next, I'm going to cut my onions. Onions don't have like a specific way of cutting. I can do rings. So feel free to do what you want. For me, I'm going to do rings like this because that's what I love. Okay. Also, feel free to put any spice, garlic, black pepper. Feel free. I don't want mine to have so much spice, so I'm just going to be using the simple ingredients that I've shown you, and that will be it for me. Okay. And because I love onions, I'll put two. Okay, my sausages are now ready, and as you can see, they are cooked. So, ndazitoa niziweke hapa, and then, oops, we do the next step. So, next step, in a pan, I've added some oil, and I want to now shallow fry my sausages. So I'm going to shallow fry them in this oil. So we let it heat up a little bit and then we shallow fry. So what I'm doing, I'm just tapping off the excess water, and once I'm done, and then I put it in my pan like that. So I tap off the excess water using a serviette like this, and then I put it in the pan like so. So I'm going to shallow fry them. Once they are golden brown, I take them out and I'll show you what next. If you want your sausages not to burn, cook them in low heat until they turn brown, pole pole, like just as you can see. Just slowly, they're going to turn by themselves. And you know now, I'm not in a hurry because I already boiled them. So boiling them is usually a good hack. You'll not be in a hurry to cook them because they're already cooked. All I want is for them to get the nice brown color. Like so, low heat, boil fast, and yeah, shallow fry. Don't deep fry. Na mafuta isikuwe moto sana. Hope you get. Then you get very beautiful sausages. Stay tuned to see how mine turn out. As you can see, my sausages are coming out so well. They are golden brown. They are not burnt. So that is how you cook sausages. Okay, so my sausages are done. As you can see, this is how we are looking. Next, I want us to start cooking the potatoes. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to switch off the heat first because next I'm going to shallow fry my potatoes in the same pan that I have used to cook my sausages. So this is what I'm doing. Like so. I've switched off the heat because the pan was too hot. So we start this. And all I want my potatoes to do is to get a crunch. Okay? If you have unsalted butter or salted butter, whatever you prefer, please put. I don't have butter. So what I'm using is just oil and nothing much. And because I had boiled them with some salt, I'm not going to add any more salt. So what I'm going to do here, I'll put on my fire again and then add the ingredients as you will see. So I'm going to start with my ingredients. This is the chicken bouillon cube. I've decided to put 2, so I've added another one. Like that. Next, I'm going to put some paprika. Put paprika to your liking. Don't be afraid, paprika is not hot. I normally say that. The only thing it does, it gives it flavor and adds color to your meal. Okay, so like that. And then mix them together. on top of this, I'm going to put my onions and my bell pepper. So this is my bell pepper. And then my onions on top of that. Now we are going to mix it all together slowly. My pan is a bit shallow, so I don't want to pour things. Wow. This one is not cut, or what is happening? Oh. So you mix it like so. And now I'm going to cover it. I'm saying I'm going to cover it for my potatoes to cook and my onions and the bell pepper to caramelize. And give it around 10 minutes and then we'll be back. But again, I'm going to put it on low to medium heat. So I will reduce my heat like that. Meanwhile, I want to slice my sausages. Now that they are cooked, this will be very easy. So you just slice them a little bit, like small pieces like that. So I'll just slice enough. They are hot. Wow. So I think those are enough. This is how they look. I'm going to now be adding them in the next step, which you will see in a bit. So my potatoes are not yet ready, but I will add my sausages regardless, so they can absorb the flavors as well. Like that. And then I'll give it a simple mix and cover it again now until my potatoes are ready. And I think I need a bigger pan. This pan of mine is a little bit small, but it will get the work done. Okay. So mix it gently without breaking your potatoes. Or you can just like so. Then I'm going to cover it again for my potatoes to cook. Let me taste for salt. The salt is far. Salt is little, so I'll add a little bit of salt. Like so. And then I will cover. almost. So lower your heat and then cover them to simmer for around 10 minutes and you'll be done. Okay, so guys, my meal is ready as you can see, and my potatoes are cooked. So let me just press one for you guys to see. You see, they are well cooked. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to serve, and then we do a taste test and we'll wrap the video. But it is as simple as that. I don't want to stir it a lot because I don't want to mash my potatoes, but this is it. I hope you guys can see. So let me turn off my heat and then serve, and then yeah, end the video. Okay guys, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you have learned how to cook potatoes for breakfast. There's so many ways you can do potatoes for breakfast, but this is just one of them, okay? I want us to do a taste test together and then we wrap up this video. It's been real having you on Jikoni Local today, so let me do a taste test. I just have one sausage and one potato. I don't want to get burnt. Have you ever been burnt by a hot potato on your throat? mm, very yummy. So guys, serve your potatoes with tea, juice, take them as a snack, put some ketchup on them, and enjoy yourself, okay? Um, as I normally say, whatever floats your boat, just do it. But that is it. It's very simple. Try the recipe. Post it on Instagram and don't forget to tag me at tomboy_mercy. And I'll be sure to repost your post. And until the next one, guys. Adios. Bye.